Hey, this is Scott Smith, and I'm giving you a little Patreon update here for the 2022 year, and what I'm doing and why. I'm going to start with the why, so you understand why you're even going to watch this video. I have been looking for a space to teach the mystery school classes in the Temple of Witchcraft, to provide Reiki training and tutorials, and to do my thing. And along the way, I discovered that the rents are crazy here in Los Angeles, and that I am not the only one looking for a space to do my thing. So the Patreon goal of $3,000 that I've set, which we're about 18% there, 17% there this year, is used as a fundraiser to begin to pay for the rents for a space to provide it for the classes that I would like to teach and for the classes that I see other people who want to teach. And that includes services, healings, and readings that I know from like trusted community members that could really use a space to do their thing. That's the spirit and the goal of the Patreon, is to provide space for classes and events, readers and healers, myself included, here in Northeast Los Angeles. I am a writer, I am an artist, I'm a witch, I'm an ordained minister, I'm a healer, I'm all of those things, as I recently said on the Time and Tides podcast, which you can find on anchor.fm, among other portals. I do a lot of things, and I have. I'm entering my 49th year. I've been at this for a while, and I'm happy to say that I am an explorer. I'm a curious person. I come with an empty cup. The Patreon space, I think, represents that. It represents my creative process and my curiosity as I work things out. It's not a perfect place. It's not this really polished product place. I'm not into making a product, right? I'm into providing conversation. I'm into providing a peek into the journal. I'm interested in providing a look at the sketch pad or the journal so that you can see what's in process. And I'm open to hearing your feedback, your questions, and your curiosity to add to that material so that as I create something comes of the Patreon, something created comes of it. What is that? Right now, it has been the recreation of the Reiki 1 manual, which is just about done. It is written, and it's being looked at over for typos by our friend Mary, and the cover is complete, and it's about to publish. So I'm super excited for that, and I already proposed a book idea to the advocate supporters in the form of an audio file that they can listen to. That will be the next thing that we're writing about, which is really on kind of the premise and ethics, or the sort of like centering place that I find in magic, which has a lot to do with knowledge and relationships, communication, and awareness. Not to digress, but there's a lot of material there based around those things. So it all comes together. The creativity comes together to create something in the end that all subscribers get. That goes on sale in the world somewhere that other people can pick up. When you subscribe, everyone gets a discount to what I do. So if you're subscribing, at $5 a month, which is awesome. Thank you everybody who subscribes at that level. You get discounts on what I do, readings, healings, etc. You get classes that come on Patreon. If you subscribe at the $10 level, you get meditations. If you subscribe at the $15 levels, you get chapters or book excerpts. At the $50 level, you get a session once a month, an hour that's a reading or a healing or something. At the $125 level, I have 2 subscribers in it now. Thank you so much. You get, a box of goodies every 6 months that might be tailored for specifically something that you need or for a gift for someone else. I do several variations of that, and one of my friends calls them the Bruja box because they're pretty witchy, with custom sigils and candles and oils and things inside them, and they're for goals and manifestation and healing and things like that. They're all great ways to contribute and get something, right, in what I'm doing, but the point is really, for me, is that you're supporting me in what I do, and I want to I want to up level that. I want to take that support for what I'm doing into a space and offer classes and provide a fair and fun experience for everyone who comes in and for everyone who's presenting. The rates in Los Angeles are pretty crazy when it comes to rent, and not everyone provides a fair price to teachers, readers, and healers. And I want to be one of those spaces that provides one of those fair prices and safe spaces. So that's what we're doing here on Patreon. You get writing, you get art, you get almost 4 years of meditations, readings that I think are really fun to look back on, especially if you journal. You can go back to a month and read that reading and compare it to what you were experiencing. Journals are great to self-reflect, but it requires self-reflection. It requires looking back at some of those older things, and that's one of the ways that I like to use the older posts. There's lots there. There's lots to explore. Right now, a bulk of it is Reiki, and I'm proud of that. That's coming out at this level, and there's a lot of stuff on magic there as well. So where do you find it? It's Scott K. Smith. That's the name on the Patreon. So it's patreon.com/Scott K. Smith, SCOTT KSMITH. The S, the K, the S are capitalized. And you can also find me on socials. Like if you don't have funds to jump in on a Patreon right now, that's fine. I'm on Facebook. The Facebook page is The Sacred Other. We have a private users group on there as well. People who subscribe are a part of that group, or people who are in classes are part of that group. I'm also on Instagram under Scott K. Smith. You can see a lot there. There's other offerings and there's other things here. Sharing and boosting the post is great, right? But that's the goal. I think that our area is ready. I'm planting the seed to see that happen, to raise the funds each month, maybe initially in the first year, to see that place come into being, and start to provide the opportunity for other readers, healers, teachers, authors that I know to come through, to stream or broadcast, or to physically present in that space what it is that they do, their creativity, their magic, their healing ability, their insights, intuition, and experience. So thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. And I look forward to seeing or meeting you in the near future. Bye-bye.